Hi, we're reading the new chapter of My Hero Academia. I'm reading it now on the official Shonen Jump website. Viz has now done something really cool and lets you read the lightest 3 chapters of all of the series they're carrying in the digital edition of Shonen Jump, which includes Boku no Hero Academia, One Piece, Doctor Stone, We Can't Study, and probably some other series that if I get a chance I'm going to pick up, like The Promised Neverland. So it's pretty cool. The reader looks really sweet. You can either read page by page or in like a spread mode that shows you 2 pages at once, like a real book reading experience. I'm much more used to just seeing 1 page at a time, and I think that's easier to talk about too. So I'm probably just going to stick to that. But I think that's a really cool feature. Also, this confused me at first, but you actually read in the proper Japanese way. Um, so like the arrow keys are reversed, like you hit left to read forward in the chapter. So again, it makes sense, but it's pretty not what I'm used to. But you know that I can get used to quite quickly. So I have the page indicator down here, so you can follow along. You can get here by going to viz.com/shonenjump, and then they have a place where you can find chapters of things. So yeah, it's going to be a little different still because normally, this is a slight change, I like scroll down to see the entire page. And here, the way I'm reading it, I see the entire page at once. So I don't know. I don't know if that's less suspenseful, if I'm removing some air of anticipation, or if it's like more intended. Sorry, because if you're actually reading the magazine, you would see the entire page at once. In fact, you would actually see 2 pages at once. So I don't know. Let me know if you have an opinion on any of this. At any rate, this chapter starts with Bakugao and Midoriya fighting. Later the same evening that they had their exams, like their A versus B, not exams, sorry, but training. It was the exam for Shinso, but not for the rest of them. All Might supervising, telling him to just cut it out because Bakugao, I think, is trying to make Deku activate his new Black Vines quirk. But it looks like he doesn't really have control over when it comes out. It's supposed to activate when he's feeling cornered. Training so it doesn't activate. Like I thought, nothing. The presence is gone. So now that Bakugao is in on the secret, and he understands that it's an inherited power, I guess he's de facto Deku's like capo, de facto capo. Capo being your the guy in the mafia that you confide all your secrets to. There's like another name for it that's less me trying to sound cool because I remembered a word from a movie I saw once. Um, Shares our secret. What about the black quirk already? The bald-haired player, he's supposedly a dark-haired youth. The master knew that all their old quirks were packed in there. So, is it because Deku is... But All Might is quirkless too, right? So how is it that he was able to bring out these stored quirks when All Might himself wasn't able to? Is it just that All Might was never pressed that hard in order to activate it? I wouldn't imagine that's the case because All Might has fought nearly to the death on a number of occasions before, whereas Deku here was just doing a training exercise. Maybe something's triggering it. Yeah, no, that's admirable about Kachan. Oh, I like All Might saying, "Don't call him a dweeb." That's nice. That's nice. He's not going to stand for this totally pointless bullying, even if he sees that the overall intent is some scientific bullying, some scientific inquiry bullying. He just told me the time was right. Some external factor, something to do with All for One. So of course. Bakugao very sensitive to things to do with All for One as well, given how he was kidnapped by that whole crew, given how he was like the impetus that led to the gigantic fight between All Might and All for One that ended All Might's career. He created One for All, right? It's an offshoot of his power. Multiple quirks, that makes you the same as him. Okay, so All Might actually approved of and perhaps even suggested this little training beatdown that they're having out back here. Again, another instance of scientific experimental bullying. Pacific, give you a real pounding. I like that Bakugao is going to take this as some sort of victory. That if he beats Deku with his black vines out, he'll have done better than Class B. He'll be the strongest person in Class A, even though he can't tell anyone about it. Even though no one else would ever see, he would derive such immense personal satisfaction just from doing that. That really tells you something about his character and his relationship with Deku. Response to my emotions back there, waiting for me down the road. That's something I can handle. I made the decision. Put a lock on it. There's unlocking and then unlocking it. So I wonder, from a storytelling element, how they're going to deal with this too. Because it's all well and good to kind of hype us up with the idea that Deku has these latent powers and that in other crisis situations, they could come out. And that gives them a lot of storytelling flexibility too, that he can do these things, they could happen at any time for any reason, but he can't just do them whenever it's convenient. So you can still write plots that would be trivial for him with all of these powers that aren't trivial yet. Okay, so that's all well and good. But if we have 6 quirks that we're going to get through, they can't all take this long, I think, and they can't all kind of go through these patterns, So I wonder, with what regularity will he start getting new quirks, and what struggles will each one entail for him to overcome? Because it's you set out, oh man, he's getting 6 new quirks. You can't really make it too formulaic. You can't take the easy way out, or else it's going to lose all of the impact that it could have if people start thinking it's predictable. So for him to say, the power's waiting for me down the road, what does that mean concretely? Is that just the next arc? The next time he fights a real villain? Or is this really long-term stuff? I don't know. I went the wrong way. Gotta remember. Left is right. Oh, Tetsu and Karashima. Is that his name? No, I don't remember. Arguing. Rock versus Steel. When Tetsu was heating up red hot against Todoroki's powers. Still just aiming to deck him in the face. Oh, I thought that was so cool. Oh. You get tougher. We got our own strengths. They've decided that they're two separate people with their own powers, even though they're just basically the same power. Whoa, Class B and Class A, they're just really hanging out. We're to discuss tonight's training. Whoa, the Mushroom Girl is thirsty for Hawks. The Mushroom Girl is trying to chat up Tokoyami to try to to get some scandalous pictures. Alright, let's go. Good job. Also torturing Mineta. I'm talking about the number of ultimate moves. I realized you had 2 quirks too. A little shocked the guy screamed at me. I'll hold this back. That is, yeah, maybe that is a little hypocritical seeming to Todoroki. Maybe he's a little disappointed in his bud. A single quirk, I was shocked too. So I'm having until today. He calls him half and half. He's sharp but also dull as a brick. I think he's just, I don't know, he just doesn't have the social experience to really drill any deeper in certain situations. you know? And he's just like, okay, well, if that's what you're saying, I guess that's what it is. Which is why. Ooh, is he contacting his dad? Need to keep aiming higher. Ooh, he's reaching out, even though he still hasn't really forgiven his dad. He still hasn't that hasn't really been resolved yet, which I kind of like, you know, that they keep revisiting it and they keep touching on it, but it's not like there's some miracle fix that can happen. I also like that Endeavor is just casually checking his phone while beating up crooks. um, so yeah, I don't know. This is yet another opportunity for them to bond, for them to somehow make good on their traumatic relationship. But we'll see. Meanwhile, the teachers are having a conference about Shinso coming into the hero program. Will he be in Class A? Will he be in Class B? Interesting. We still don't know. It seems like he's going to be in Eraserhead's class, in Class A, right? Because he's been taught so much by Eraserhead already. Meanwhile, now we have Eri. It's the dark side of UA. Oh, I told you you are UA's dark side. I mean, okay, I can kind of see that. On the hand. Harry can use some emotional support while he's around. Even Eraserhead, supposed to be a teacher, is trying to rein trying to rein in Monoma just a little bit. Settle down, Monoma. Blank. Ah, okay. So he's copying the quirk, and the horn grows, but it doesn't seem like he can use the power. Quirk? What do you mean by blank? Ah, the type of quirk that has to store something up. Ooh, so... Ooh. So he's been able to deduce that the reason why Deku's power was a dud is because Deku has to store something up. And maybe, once he reached that conclusion, he's like, doesn't make any sense. It seems like Deku has infinite reserves. But of course, he would never have been able to think it was a multi-generational accumulation of power. So Eri also needs to store something up. Copy ability needs to convert some stockpiled resources into energy and won't be able to replicate whatever is accumulated. Ah, yes, like Fat Gum. Of course, he does not have the fat. Should I run into now and then? Reason why I can manifest your super strength even after copying it. Yeah, Deku's a little freaked out by this whole idea that Monoma is trying to copy One for All. He would have been saying bye-bye to his limbs, yeah. Rampage still is accustomed to it. Okay. Trying to forget already the one who saved me. Sharp Deck is really dangerous. Make some yummy food. Demonstrate by doing the Ida motion. Ida's chopping motion. Alright. Is that it? Next chapter hits March 3rd? Wow, March 3rd? Really? Already? Is there a week off? That doesn't seem right. Shouldn't there be a chapter on, like, the 23rd? 24th of February? I don't know why it says next chapter hits March 3rd, because it seems like there's more pages. Oh? Oh. Okay. Nope, that's it. Alright. That's all for now, I guess. This is strange, kind of almost anticlimactic ending. You know, they go visit with Monoma, and it just doesn't work. Okay. But an interesting chapter. We learned a little bit more about the nature of these quirks. We saw some very cute, fun interactions between a lot of our cast. I hope Class A and Class B start hanging out like this more often. There's a lot of fun to be had there. It looks like she's full on clockwork oranging him here, with the eyes pried open and the electrodes around the helmet, and making him watch some TV thing. I wonder what it is. Maybe this is actually going to become like there's some continuity here. And going forward, Minita is not going to be a pervert because she's done like the procedure that Alex has in A Clockwork Orange to him, but with pornography. Wouldn't that be funny? If in this little panel we're actually seeing like a huge character development. Minita is going to be a changed man forever. I don't know, probably not, but that would be funny. Okay, that is all for now.